kind of chaotic. I'm a chronic overpacker. You pack like too much underwear because like you think you're gonna shit yourself 14 times on the trip. Like it wasn't that. Oh great heavens. Okay, I'm just gonna ship my suitcase home and everything will be fine. It was a great day. And then you have to go and ruin it with credit card fraud. Okay, I get a letter in the mail from collections telling me to pay $400. I have a hard time wearing light colors because I get shit all over them. Like, what if I eat spaghetti? But I can actually look good if I try, okay? Body is tea. Hey. I like how I was like, okay, I'm taking this seriously right now. 2026, I'm back on this channel. And then it's been crickets. I posted a vlog of me watching Vanderpump Rules. By the way, you guys, so remember how I was like, there's a fucking ghost? So that's not true. That's not true. I was watching Vanderpump Rules and I found the episode that I was watching and it totally was the episode that I was watching. So there's no ghost. It was a false alarm. Why does my bandana look like that? It's like creased in the front. You can't see it. It has like, that's a Viking. It has like Bigfoot and shit on it. Y'all know the tea. I have to stop coming on the internet looking like absolute shit, but it's just like, I don't care. Ugly just doesn't really exist to me. So like, I don't look good because I don't feel good. Not because I actually look bad, if that makes sense. Whoa, why does outside look crazy right now? It's just because I don't have my glasses on. I can't even see the leaves on the trees. Both of my eyes are like negative 4.5, but they used to be worse. Your vision can actually improve. Like when you wear your glasses and your contacts and stuff, your vision can like low-key improve apparently. Actually, I need to make an appointment to go to the eye doctor. Contacts don't go with the outfit. I'm wearing a t-shirt, a bandana, and khaki shorts right now. There is no outfit. Not like I have like a million people watching this channel, but like still, I literally was like, I'm gonna be back on here. And then I haven't been, so hi. I'm doing fine. I've been kind of busy. When was the last time that I posted? I honestly think it was like January. Kind of a lot's been I've been really busy. I quit my job. I quit that bitch. So now I'm unemployed again. I applied for grad school and I'm waiting on a grad school decision at the moment. And so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait to find out because like, God forbid, I start a new job and then like I have to leave in like 4 months. Like that's annoying. That's annoying. This earring, it says fuck. I don't know. I get confused. Period. I get confused. But now that I quit my job, I have a lot more time on my hands. So it's like 6, 7. You know what I mean? My God. If you were going to click off a video for anything, I'm sure it would be that. So sorry guys, I worked with kids for way too long. I need to make a notes app apology. Oh my God, why am I like crying? Every time that I've ever heard like a kid or a teenager be like, oh my God, I can't wait to be an adult. It's like, no, y'all need to live your childhoods, honestly. This shit sucks. It's like, yes, I can do whatever I want, but you have to worry. There's so much more to worry about. There is so much more to worry about. Like, but anyway, yeah, I'm honestly in such a weird place right now. This is nothing like Unemployment One. Like, first of all, I'm in a way better place mentally, which grateful for that. I put in the work. I can't even lie to you. I've been putting in the work, but also like, I just feel like I have stuff to live for, but like genuinely though. And that sounds so bad, but it's like, and it's not like I didn't before. It's just genuinely like, I don't know. I just feel like I can like handle stuff. I just had a lot of mental health stuff to figure out. We're over the hump. I mean, and obviously I don't get up and like go to work anymore. So it's like, I just feel like very stagnant, but also not at the same time. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm not moving, but also I'm hurtling through time. I mean, we're all hurtling through time and space on this space rock. Right now, it's like, what? Next week, I'm going to Nashville to visit one of my best friends. I guess maybe I'll do like a pack with me. I need to clean my room really badly. It's like it's really bad. I honestly have no shame about like my depression room. Like, yes, it's horrible and terrible. Yes, it's horrible and terrible, and there are clothes everywhere and I can barely walk through it, but at least there are no dishes, I don't think. And what was I gonna say next? Because it's at the point too where it's driving me fucking insane, and I just like, I need to do something about it. But all I want to do is play Stardew Valley on my computer and go sit in my hammock outside. So I feel no need to get my life together. Get my life together, by the way. Like, honestly, my life is together. I feel happy. It would be great if I could like have like an income. Other than that, I'm satisfied at the moment. So I feel like people are like, oh, it's different living with your parents. Yes, shut up. Shut up. Who cares, bro? In this economy, it's not this room. It's my other room at my other place of residence. I mean, this room is not clean by any means. I need to pack. I am positive that there are clothes in that mess that I want to wear and I want to take with me, which means I'm gonna have to clean to pack anyway. Also, it's like 90% clothes. Wow, I really need to like actually lock in. To be fair, I had other stuff going on. It's one of those things too where it's like I genuinely feel like vlogging and like making YouTube videos is like a creative outlet sort of thing for me. I've been feeling very blocked. I'm doing the artist way. I was gonna make a video about me doing it, and then once I started doing it, I realized that it's like really deeply personal and like I don't want to do it on the internet. I genuinely like I filmed stuff. What week am I on now? I think I'm on week 6. That do sound right. I realized that actually it's a deeply personal journey, and like not that I'm opposed to like sharing like but like I was like, I feel like this is not something that I go through on the internet. Like, I feel like this needs to be like for me, which is like a whole thing. If you're interested in the artist way, just Google it. But anyway, I'm doing it and I'm really liking it. And it's actually like working. If you didn't already know, I make music. And because of course I do, because how could I look like this and not make music? I make music, and actually it's like really been like, I've been making so much music. Is all of it good? No, but who cares? Like, I've been making so much of it in like a volume that I have never, like, I've never had a creative output like this in my life. But YouTube is also like, I also want to like do stuff on my music channel, which I have a music channel and I haven't posted jack shit on there. So I would like to do stuff on my music channel too. But like, I feel like YouTube as a whole is like a creative outlet for me. And so like, that's actually something that, like, I've been focusing so much on the music aspect of it because that's really what I was having trouble with for a long time. But I think I also need to focus on, like, my other creative wants as well. Working through this on camera right now, that's crazy. That's crazy. I need to open a notebook and write something down at the moment. So I'll be back on here. I'm gonna try to actually like be back on here because like I said, I have no interest in that dumbass influencer shit. I mean, it's fine if you want to be an influencer, I guess. It's just like I have no interest in that. Like this is literally just a creative outlet for me, and I like to be funny and I like to talk and I like to edit videos. So the next clip you see will probably be me either cleaning or packing or having an existential crisis. It could go anyway.
The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe.
You are currently on the most precarious setup ever in the history of time because I cannot find my tripod. I don't know where that bitch is. I've looked everywhere. You can kind of see some of my mess. I don't want to talk about it. I got out the suitcase yesterday. I haven't put anything in it. The way that I pack, this is my coffee, BTW. It's kind of chaotic. I'm a chronic overpacker and I'm trying to be better about it because I was in Chicago not that long ago. I was up there for work. I'm taking the same like bags that I took last time. I went to Chicago with these same bags and I way overpacked. Like I took like 3 or 4 more outfits that I needed. And it wasn't just like an underwear situation where you pack like too much underwear because like you think you're gonna shit yourself 14 times on the trip. Like it wasn't that. Packed 3 extra outfits that I did not wear. They took up too much room in my suitcase. That was rock bottom for me. I just can't be an overpacker anymore. I'm gonna try and pack exactly what I need. Unheard of. How I like to go about this, or how I have to go about this because of the way my brain is that like I'm gonna go through all of my laundry that I just did, but also like whatever is in my drawers, and then just pick out everything that I would want to wear or want to bring, and then I'll narrow it down from there. That's the only way. And then I'll narrow it down even further if stuff can't fit in my suitcase. I have a semblance of a plan, but that's not always sufficient. Oh, great heavens. Sorry that the quality is ass. I don't have good light in here. My room is in the basement. They put me down here because I'm too feral to go upstairs. So let me tell you the story. So while I sort through this laundry, And actually I have more in the dryer, but it won't fit in my laundry basket. I guess kind of it's in two parts. Well, okay, no. It's not in two parts, but like there's like backstory to the story. I went to Chicago over the summer. I was staying with my best friends. I took this big ass suitcase. Again, this is the reason why part of the reason why I don't want to fucking overpack anymore is because I took this huge suitcase. It was so large, so unnecessarily large. I took the train. I took the Amtrak train. I literally took this suitcase on the train to get there. Nobody stopped me. Nobody was like, hey, that thing is too big. If you've ever ridden the train before, if you've ever ridden Amtrak, I don't know if it's like just like in St. Louis and Chicago, because it totally could be, and they just don't give a fuck. If you have ever ridden the train before, you know that like they don't really be checking shit. You can just kind of do whatever and like everybody kind of minds their business. I took this suitcase. No one said anything to me on the train. Nobody said anything to me in the station or on the train or anything. And then I get to Chicago. I'm waiting for my metro train. Somebody from Amtrak personnel, she comes up to me and she's like, what train are you taking? And I'm like, oh, I'm taking a metro train. Like I couldn't remember the number off the top of my head. She's like, oh, okay, good, because that suitcase is too big for an Amtrak train. I'm like, so that's interesting because I literally just got here on the Amtrak with this suitcase. I didn't say that out loud. And like, by the way, I totally believe that it was too big. Not disputing that. But so then I was paranoid the whole time I was there. I was there for like 2 months. That when I went back, they would be like, that's too big. It could have just been this one woman. She's like really enforcing the rules. Basically, I was afraid if I took it back. First of all, it's like basically as big as I am because I'm only 5'2". I'm 5'3" on a good day. And so it's hard for me to look around because also it was heavy. And so I was like, well, if they tell me it's too big, I could check it. But the thing is, I know it, I think that it's the same as like airport rules where like above 50 pounds they'll charge you. I think that my thought process was that Amtrak also, like if your bag is too big, they will ship it for you, but they will probably charge you more than if you just shipped it yourself from like the location that you were. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ship my suitcase home and everything will be fine. I will say that like some of this is on me, but a lot of it is not on me. By the way, this is backstory to like the big actual issue. So I go on the internet. I'm like, I don't know why I did this instead of just buying a fucking label, but I basically looked for like services where I could ship my suitcase, because in my head that made more sense than just, I don't know. Like in hindsight, I'm like, okay, that was fucking stupid. But I find this service that like coordinates everything for you basically. I don't know. Again, in hindsight, I shouldn't have gone through a third-party company because of what's about to happen. So I find this third-party company and like the price is reasonable. I think it was like $75 or $80 to ship my big ass suitcase. So basically how it works is that you put in all the information and stuff and the size of your suitcase and etc. And they give you a label and you print the label and you put it on the suitcase, and then like you can schedule it like for pickup or drop off. And I was like, well, it'll be easier for everybody if I schedule it for pickup. And I'm not gonna say the name of the delivery carrier because I don't want to get in trouble. I already have had enough of this damn company. If you know me, you know who it is. Also, this hasn't been resolved yet, but it was through this delivery carrier, one of the common ones. But I put in all the information, whatever, I get the label, I follow all the instructions, and basically it tells me like how to, like where to put it for the pickup and everything like that. And then the day of the pickup comes, my storage was full. I hate when that happens because I literally forget where I am in the store. I have ADHD. So the day of the pickup comes and I'm there and I'm sitting on the couch, and I think it's supposed to be like, there's like a window, and I think it's between like 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. And I've done everything that I'm like supposed to do. And so The window comes and goes, and I go and check. My suitcase is still there. Like, I put it like downstairs. I put it where it was supposed to go, and it's still there. And like, we were going to, like, I can't remember where we were going. We were going to like a party, or like a grad party or something like that for one of our friends. And I was like, if it's still there when we get back, like, I'm gonna be so pissed off. And lo and behold, it was still there. And so I'm like, freak. Because in my head, this is really high stakes. And like, I'm really stressed out because traveling does really stress me out. Being responsible for my own things really stresses me out because, like, I am an oldest child. My family is like a blended family. So it's like, I have siblings that are older than me, but also like, I am technically the oldest. So like, when I was in like, when me and my brother were in elementary school, I would have to be like the one responsible for us, like in the pickup line and stuff. It's not just from that, but like, I have a lot of like, I need to make sure that I am like, you know what I mean? I'm one of those people where I'm like, I'm not allowed to make a single mistake. It will ruin my life. That's not true, by the way. That's kind of how my brain works. And so like, I was like, okay, how the freak do I fix this? The options were either schedule another pickup or like take it to a store. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna schedule another pickup, and if they don't come, then I guess I'm just gonna ask one of my friends who I'm staying with if they can like take me to the store to drop it off. I try it again, they still don't pick it up. I'm so pissed at this point. And then I just basically ask one of my friends to take me to the store. But a key part of this is that to schedule the second pickup, I had to go directly through this delivery service. And like, I think probably part of the problem was that I went through like a third party in the first place. So I couldn't even like I couldn't get my money back. I'm just gonna have to like either eat the cost of this. Like, ultimately I decided not to do that. I don't know. It just, the money, I couldn't justify like just not using something that I paid $80 for. You know what I mean? Like, the label still was gonna work perfectly fine. Oh, whoa. I went through this entire laundry basket. Don't worry, there's more. I had to open an account like directly with the carrier on their website to schedule the second pickup, because you can't do that without an account. And I didn't have to pay for anything. This label, I already paid for this label. For some reason, they made me put my credit card on file. I did not purchase anything on this account. For some reason, I just had to have a credit card on file. Remember that. Keep that in mind. Oh, and also an important part of this is that I called customer service. I tried to get through to customer service so many times, but they have that dumb-ass automated AI system, and I could never get through to a real person. Ever, ever, ever. I tried 5 or 6 times. I was trying to get through for hours to a real person. I even said, you speak to a live agent. It's like that scene in Modern Family where they're doing Phil and Claire, like, take away the internet or whatever, and they make a bet out of it. Claire's trying to do I don't know if she's trying to like schedule a plane, like, I don't know what she's doing, but she's on the phone and she's trying to get through to a real person, and she goes, representative, representative, representative. That was me. But I could never get through to a real person. In the end, it was all good. I took it to a store. It got home safely. So it turned out fine in the end. But I was so pissed. I was like, I'm never using this carrier ever again in my life. But keep in mind that that account was still open and my credit card was still on file. This shit always happens to me. Flashback, 3 or 4 months ago, Christmas. It was genuinely Christmas. I'm like with my family on Christmas. I'm at my uncle's house. I don't know if anybody else does this, but like, I open my like bank app and my credit card app just like periodically, just to look at it, like to make sure I'm up to speed. I might be dumb for this, I don't know, but like, I did not have transaction like notifications on for like my credit card, because like, I check it every single day. I look at it every single day, multiple times a day. So in my head, I was like, I don't need transaction notifications. And like, I don't know if that's like important or not. So it's Christmas and I go and I'm just doing like a normal check, just looking at the balance and whatever. And I see it was like $280 charge or something like that from this carrier company. What in the actual fuck? Because I have not shipped anything. So what's all this then? Yes, my account was open. Okay, my account was open, but I have never shipped anything with that account. It was just open. And by the way, I did try to remove my credit card from there, but there was no way to do it. Like, I was trying to remove the credit card and it was like, nope, you must have something on file. And so then I tried to delete my account. I literally did try to delete my account and take my credit card like off of it because I wasn't going to use it. Like, I could not figure out how to do it. Or maybe it was like, it could have also been like that you had to call to close your account. And I was like, well, the last time I called, I can't remember if this was the case or not, but if this was the case, my thought process was probably like, well, the last time I called, I couldn't get through to anybody and I was on the phone for hours. So like, it's never gonna get closed. And yes, I know that it's bad to just like leave with your, I get it. I was trying. Nightmare. So I see this charge on Christmas and then there's another charge for like $11 that is like probably like tax. And I'm like, not this fraud bullshit again, because I had a situation in like maybe October where my PayPal account, my passwords must have gotten like compromised in a data leak. And so somebody had my PayPal password and logged in and bought an iPhone. And by the way, it was like $800. Emptied my shit. It was worse with my PayPal because it was connected to my debit card. Like, I realized what happened pretty much instantly. Somebody must have gotten my password. Fuck. I made the claim with PayPal. I opened the case. Blah, 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 blah. And like, originally they had ruled, like, I gave them all the information I had and they ruled that there was nothing that they could do and blah 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 blah. They ruled it not fraud. Like, they basically my $800 that I honestly didn't even have. There was not $800 in my bank account and these bitches are trying to rob me for all I have. So I appealed it. I figured out that the login to my PayPal account happened when I was asleep. I was like, this couldn't have been me. I was asleep. And so I had to send the data from my Apple Watch. I literally screenshots of the data from my Apple Watch showing that I was asleep during the time of the login and that the login was not in the city that I lived. Are you kidding me? Like, what does this shit come to? But anyway, so I've been through situations like this before. And so to deal with another one, I was like, I'm gonna because I basically just came off of the PayPal one. And by the way, I change my passwords when I'm alerted that there was a data leak. So I don't understand why this keeps happening. And by the way, now all of my two-factor authentication is on. I checked. If you think you may not have two-factor authentication on something, go look, because they also tried to hack my LinkedIn. So I see this and I'm like, fuck, I have to call my credit card company. So I call my credit card company on Christmas and I was like, hey, this is what happened. Like, I locked my card and I canceled my credit card basically because I'm like, I know that my card information is in my account. If they have my password, they might have access to my credit card information. And also, like, it would stop the pending charge from going through until it could be like investigated. You know what I'm saying? I explained the situation and they canceled my card and they sent me a new one. That was like all resolved. I was so pissed. I was having a perfectly fine evening. I was drinking wine. I was eating mini pigs in a blanket that I made that were delicious. I was eating fried alligator. Like, it was a great day. And then you have to go and ruin it with credit card fraud. Okay. It was probably the next day. I go and I log into my account with this delivery service so that I can see what's going on. And not only do I see the invoice for the charge that I saw on my credit card statement, but I also see like 3 or 4 other charges for different shit that I did not send and that was not from me. And so I go and I click on the invoices. It's from people I don't know in cities I've never been to. There was even one that literally went overseas. So like, I don't know what kind of sketchy shit they're fucking doing. I was like, oh hell no. I think the total for like everything, like all the charges on my account was like $500. I don't have $500 and I'm not paying $500 because this wasn't me. So I'm like, fuck, because now I have to deal with this delivery service who I know doesn't answer the phone, who I know doesn't have a public email, like they don't have live agents online. It's just an AI chat bot, which is largely unhelpful and dumb. I'm not gonna bother being nice to those damn robots because guess what? They don't have brains. They're not intelligent. Stop using them as therapists, please. I digress, but seriously, I fucking hate AI. I know that they are borderline unreachable. So I'm panicking. My mom helped me find the phone number that I could try calling. That's like not the number that they have listed. And so I call and I tell them the situation. I tell them what the situation is and like what I think probably happened. And she was so mean. And I was like, honestly, fuck you, lady. I should have honestly told her to fuck off. Okay, that's a little much. That's a little much. But anyway, so I successfully report the fraud and they open a case and they give me a case number. And then they're like, you'll probably hear from somebody in like 5 days. And if you don't hear from somebody in 5 days, call back. I get a phone call that I missed because I was at work or something, and they leave me a voice message and they're like, or a voice message. I called back the next day. They told me to call them back I called them back at the number that they called me from. I call the number. It's the fucking automated system. It's the fucking automated system. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try to get through. So I got through all the way to like, it asked for my case number. It said, speak your case number or type it in. I spoke my case number into the phone. Didn't recognize it. So I typed the case. You would think that it would recognize it if I typed in the case number. I typed it in and it was like, sorry, we don't recognize that. I kept trying. It would not. I was like, can I just speak to a live agent? Can I just speak to a live agent? And it didn't understand me. So I hang up and then I try and call back again. The subsequent times that I called, I couldn't get through. I don't know what else to do. And that was in January. So fast forward a couple of weeks ago, end of February, I get a letter in the mail from collections telling me to pay $400. So I try to call collections to explain the situation. Can't get through. Automated. Honestly, fuck this shit. I'm not paying this. I can't get through to them. I don't know what to do. And then I get another letter in the mail from collections. Like, I've tried to call them. I have tried to call them. And I can't get through. I can't get through to a real person. I can't. I have tried everything and I cannot get through to a person. I even tried calling the original number where I did speak to a person the first time. I was like, well, they're sending me letters. I guess I'll send them a letter. So I wrote a letter explaining the situation, asking them to close I gave them written permission to close my account. And then I expressed my frustration with the company. And I included like the invoices, all of the invoices that were not me. I included a copy of the collections letter, one of the collections letters. Oh my God. And so that's like where I'm at in the situation. It has not been resolved. I am so pissed. Whatever, I get it. I shouldn't have left my account open with like I get it. I shouldn't have done that. But like, I literally tried to remove my credit card. I tried to delete my account and I couldn't do it. So, but at the same time, how is your customer service gonna be this fucking bad? How could it possibly be this bad? I'm just flabbergasted. But yeah, that's something that happened to me. So now I need to sort and like actually pick out stuff that I would want to take. I might take a little bit of a break. I just watched a video on like packing. I think I'm gonna like kind of try this method. I'm scared, and here's why. What if I want to take a shower and then put my PJs on, but I just wore those PJs for 2 other nights? Like, I'm gonna feel disgusting. So I think I'm gonna like bend it a little bit. Something has to be done. It's my only option at this point. I just need to like stop the badness right now. The method that I'm like gonna loosely follow, what time is it? It was called the 5 4 3 2 1 method. So it's 5 tops, 4 something else, 3 bottoms. Maybe I should look this up. 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 like layering kind of things, I guess, 2 pairs of shoes, and then 1 thing of like accessories. I'm gonna tweak it slightly, but I'm gonna loosely follow that. I'm gonna do this pair of jeans. They're from Old Navy. Old Navy jeans are really the only jeans that I will buy. These are slouchy, they're mid-rise, slouchy wide leg. I will not wear high-waisted shit anymore. So these are them. You can't really see them. They're technically black, but it's more like a gray wash. Love me some button fly jeans, okay? So I'm gonna do these ones. They're also Old Navy. They're wide leg, but I love them. Actually, I'll go ahead and unfold them. You can't even really see because it's dark. So these are number 2. Who's texting me? Also Old Navy. So these are like cargo pants. So I have kind of a variety of colors. These cargo pants are so comfortable. Tops, I think is the hardest, probably one of the hardest things. I have a lot of top options. This is the problem. I know that I want to bring this one because it's going to be St. Patrick's Day. I angled this light like way more at me, so I hope that's somewhat helpful. So there we go. Now you can see what's happening. It's from Old Navy, but I got it on Depop. It's like an off the shoulder and it has lace around it. It's green. I am not Irish. I have several other options because of course I do. So first of all, it's like this gray. This is from, okay, most of my clothes are from Old Navy. I'll tell you if it's not from Old Navy. Gray, kind of cropped, lesbian tank top, if you will. And then I have it in this green. This is what I end up doing. Like, this is how I overpack, is that I'm like, well, I can't decide which one. I'll just bring both. But no, we're not gonna do that this time. So I'm gonna put these over here and I'm gonna ponder it. It's like a kind of like an athletic ribbed, yeah, pretty basic. So that's 2 tops. I have to get other stuff behind here. I'm gonna do a long sleeve because you never know, it could be cold one day. This like maroon kind of plum, it looks darker on camera. I'm trying not to bring like too much black because I feel like 2 of my bottoms are like black, gray. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like an all dark outfit, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to keep everybody on their toes. I'm gonna do this black t-shirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have 5. Oh God, what a hard decision. Literally just a black t-shirt. Let me take you into my brain, okay? It actually causes me distress. The thing about the green, only thing is that I already have another top that's green. But to switch it up, like I don't really have any light ones, but I'm worried that I am so clumsy and I really can't wear like white, and this is gray, but still, like I have a hard time wearing light colors because I get shit all over them. Like, what if I eat spaghetti? What? Like I'm just worried. I'm scared. I don't have any sort, like I'm not bringing another like lighter top. So I think I'm gonna go with the gray. If I have extra room, maybe I'll throw the green one in. So proud of myself for that. Like genuinely, actually, I am really proud of myself for that. So I have my 3 bottoms, my 5 tops. What is Sheena talking about? Oh, it's her bachelorette. I was like, she's talking about lap dances and orgasms. I'm like, hello? Already kind of filling up, I'm not gonna lie. Those are like, that's like the main rotation, I guess, tops and bottoms. 5, 4, well, and I didn't even do 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and add, I feel like I should add a pair of shorts, but I can't decide if I should add like, these are like sweat shorts. I feel like I could dress these up or down and I could sleep in them. So I'm gonna take these like sweat shorts. These are from Target, they're Wild Fable, but I don't shop at Target anymore. I'm trying to make it so that I don't have to undo the extender. I think I might just take 1 pair of shoes. What's 3? 3 is like layering. I might take like 1 button-up shirt. I might sub in like my PJs there. Sorry, my brain, the cogs in my brain are turning. I think I'm gonna do like 1 button-up shirt and then I'll like sub in my PJs for those other 2 spots. I'm trying to figure out what button-up shirt though, because I'm gay, so I have like 50 million. I think let's go like basic blue. I hate folding and rolling button-ups. Did it. Okay. I have this PJ set. These are from Old Navy too. Old Navy has the best shit. Their tops are like mid, like their basics are really good though. And their PJs are the best. I love these. So I have this set, but I'm just gonna take the pants. It's like holiday cocktail print and they're like jersey. Oh my God, they're so comfortable. I have these red, I don't even know where these are from. There's not even anything on the tag. It just says large. My Corona t-shirt. Maybe I'll do like a tank top to sleep in. Purple tank top. Old Navy again. I've had this for like 8 years, genuinely. So 2 is shoes. I think I'm gonna skip that and come back to it later. And then 1 is like accessories, but like I don't really wear accessories, to be so honest. I was a fan of belts for a while. I don't really wear belts anymore. How do you keep your pants up when you're performing? Belt. I need to make a shoe decision before I go any further with this. I need to find my bras. Oh, I actually have one more thing that I was gonna pack. Wait. This dress. Listen, you guys, I can look good if I try. I know I don't look good right now, but I can actually look good if I try, okay? Body is tea. I have this dress, just, yeah. So I'm taking this too. I'm 23, so it's cool. Just let me live. And the thing that I like about like mini dresses, if I'm like kind of feeling it, but like I don't want to like wear a dress, I can just put baggy jeans over it. Other than that, like I just need to make a shoe decision. I need to find my bras. I'm gonna cut the cameras right now and then I'll come back when I'm like packing my makeup and my toiletries and stuff, because that's actually my favorite part. It's the most stressful. Actually, no, it's all stressful, but it's my favorite part. I'll be back later.